Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, and we're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's talk about WendyWilliams. Let's talk about Tituss Burgess. And let's talk about Andy Cohen. OMG, it's going down. So it is what it is. Tituss Burgess, he went on to the WendyWilliams show, and basically he was talking to WendyWilliams, and WendyWilliams wanted to bring up the incident that went down with Tituss on, Andy Cohen's show. And basically she was like, WendyWilliams was like, I have not talked to or had Andy Cohen on my show in about 6 years, for, reasons which wasn't my fault. And so Tituss was like, wasn't your fault, girl. Let me tell you something. Tituss was like, let me tell you the reason why he was on your show, because he shouldn't have been on your show, and there's a reason for that. And on my album, I could tell you the reason why. And I basically believe that Tituss Burgess is saying that Andy Cohen is a vulture, he's a liar, and he tries to make moments off of people. And Andy Cohen tried to make a moment off of him, and he was not having it at all. And basically, he's letting WendyWilliams know that Andy Cohen ain't your friend, girlfriend. I was like, Wendy was like, well, you don't know about the situation between me and Andy Cohen. And yes, we know about the situation. WendyWilliams' husband, Kevin Hunter, did not want WendyWilliams to be bothered or to film or to be around Andy Cohen. He didn't like him. He thought he was a snake, and he didn't want nothing. He didn't want WendyWilliams to do anything with Andy Cohen. And basically, they had an argument. Andy Cohen was like, you know what? I don't want to be bothered with you either, WendyWilliams, because of your husband. So basically, WendyWilliams and Andy Cohen wasn't talking for 6 years or appeared on each other's show in 6 years because, Andy Cohen did not like, Kevin Hunter, and Kevin Hunter did not like Andy Cohen. And that's when Kevin Hunter was running WendyWilliams' business. So it went down like that. I was like, OMG, it's going down, baby. I was like, wow. So Tituss Burgess basically let it be known that, hey, listen, I'm not going to destroy another man's legacy. I'm not going to destroy Eddie Murphy's legacy or talk about him or talk bad about him or talk about something I don't even know nothing about, because Andy Cohen asked, Tituss Burgess, how is it to be working with Eddie Murphy and this new movie? And the new movie is Dolomite. And basically, because Andy Cohen said, because Eddie Murphy wasn't friends to the gays back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And so that's when Tituss Burgess was like, oh no, he treated me well, it was fine, he treated me wonderful, he's sensational, he's absolutely a perfectionist, and basically was saying that I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, let's move on, and he ain't gonna destroy another man's career. And also Tituss Burgess ain't gonna destroy his career too as well. He just got into this film, Dolomite, and basically this is really a good film, and he's with a legend, Eddie Murphy, and also with Wesley Snipes. He's working with legends and everything from back in the day, and so he's not going to try to badmouth Eddie Murphy or talk bad about him or whatever the case may be, because that's not his place and that's not what he was there for. So it is what it is. I was like, OMG, it's going down. So it seems like Tituss Burgess was on code. He was not going to rip down or tear down or destroy another man's legacy, especially an African-American man legacy, that it's hard to be in this Hollywood business and get roles and get films that actually get Grammy nominated. So he was not trying to do that as well. I was like, OMG, it's going down, baby. I was like, whoa. Andy was like feeling a certain type of way, because Andy was like, yo, I'm gay, you gay, and if Eddie Murphy got something against the gay community, we need to talk about it, we need to know about it. And plus, Andy Cohen felt like this was going to be a moment to talk about Eddie Murphy, especially since, his former wife, Nicole Murphy, has been in the news sleeping around with none other than famous director Antoine Fuqua. So this would be like the second week we start talking about Eddie Murphy. So Andy Cohen wanted a moment. Andy said he wasn't trying to be messy and all that other good stuff. You know how Andy is. Andy wanted to be messy, and he wanted to have a moment where all the blogs would be talking about the situation, and all the blogs are talking about the situation. And plus, Tituss Burgess was on the WendyWilliams show, so it is what it is. But Andy got onto Twitter basically, and he was like liking people's comments and saying certain things like, I wasn't trying to be messy, I wasn't trying to do this. And so Andy is a mess, and we have seen Andy on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it ain't no joke. and then the way that he choose sides and everything like that, and how he have these ladies, you know, act a complete fool on his show, or basically tell all their intimate secrets and details. So here is Andy out here on Twitter basically talking about, you know, Tituss Burgess about the situation, because Tituss Burgess was on Watch What Happens Live and the whole night, and so it got onto Twitter. And so Andy was basically tweeting under people and agreeing with people like, you get me, because basically one guy said, you asked him a question, Andy, the whole show is based on getting dirt, it's his brand, and I just thought the reaction wasn't, you know, proper. Like it wasn't a proper, you know, response. So Andy was like, oh, you get me, House of Curtis. You know how Andy is throwing his little shots. And Andy was like, well, he's been on my show 3 to 4 times, because someone in the comment section was like, you would think that, you know, Tituss Burgess don't know nothing about Watch What Happens Live. And Andy was like, he's been on my show 3 to 4 times, so he know how I get down. But you never asked him about Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's doing a film with a A-lister like Eddie Murphy and also Wesley Snipes, you know, you're trying to get some dirt. And so Andy was like, it was awkward. Definitely it was very awkward. I was like, Andy is too much. He's doing too much. You know how Andy is. Andy be doing a damn thing. It is what it is. He will try to exploit anybody he can exploit it. He exploited himself. He exploit anybody. And basically the way he exploits the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta, especially at the reunion when Kim came out there and was talking all that fool la la, talking about all these, they're ganging up on me, they're like a gang, that coming after me because I'm Caucasian. Andy consoling her was like, yeah, you guys ganged up on her, and I was so disappointed in the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, or whatever the case may be, that he lost control. He never thought that this would happen. I was like, Andy be doing too much. He wants that attention. He wants to stay relevant. He wants the show to be popping. His show, Watch What Happens Live, is never going to be as popping as WendyWilliams show. And that's what Tituss, you know, Burgess was trying to say, like, yo, he wants some of your sunshine. He want to steal your joy. He want to steal what you got over here going on, WendyWilliams, and be careful. And that's what Kevin Hunter's seen. So allegedly, that's what I'm assuming. But what you guys think about the situation? I was like, OMG. And, you know, Tituss Burgess was not, you know, going down under. He was not trying to basically throw Eddie Murphy under the bus. That was not his job, and that was not something that he wanted to do, period, and point blank. And Eddie Murphy got the new movie Dynamite coming out with Wesley Snipes. That's a good look too as well. And also Tituss Burgess said that, you know, he think they're gonna get Academy Award for that movie. So we'll see what happens with that situation. But do you guys think Eddie Murphy basically had, you know, he did not like the gay community back in the day? I have no idea if he did or not, because I wasn't chilling with Eddie Murphy. And then on top of that, there wasn't like Twitter, there wasn't, you know, YouTube like it is now, or Instagram, or all these blogs that are out that will be talking about anything that has to do with Eddie Murphy from back in the day. But there is a story out that's alleged that Eddie Murphy was you know, hooked up with a trans woman, or whatever the case may be, and then the trans woman was going to report the story, and basically she was found dead. And then it's unconclusive how she was found dead, or whoever did anything to her, whatever the case may be. That's alleged. I don't know, but that was a story that was going around back in the day about Eddie Murphy. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if Eddie Murphy still feels the same like he felt back in the day, because I don't even know how he felt back in the day. Because in 2019, a lot of people are more open to the gay community and more acceptable of the gay community, because it's everywhere. It's all around us. Your kids could be gay, your son could be gay, your daughter could be gay, you know, or be part of the LGBT community. Anybody, your boss, you know what I'm saying? So he don't know if any of his kids are a part of the LGBT community. It is what it is. But so what do you guys think about the situation? Because you don't really see, you know, anybody from Hollywood that's an A-lister or a famous actor go on to a African American talk show and say, and they get asked the question, do you think people are discriminating against black people? Do you think they're not trying to put black people in movies? You know, is there like a quote that they're trying to do? Is it really true that the Hollywood production companies and filming companies don't really want African American males and women in their movie? Is that true? And a Caucasian person would say, no, I don't believe that. And I have seen it plenty of times. They're not gonna down, you know, the industry that are putting them on and putting them in movies. All they're gonna say is, I haven't seen it. That's what they're gonna say. And so basically Tituss Burgess did the same thing. You know, he didn't speak about the situation, and he didn't down, you know, the person that helped him, you know, get into this movie, because we know Eddie Murphy's A-lister, and Tituss Burgess, he's really good too as well, good, a phenomenal actor and singer too as well. So basically, he was not going to throw Eddie Murphy under the bus and talk bad about him, because he knows the situation. He's not going to bite the hand that feeds him. And if Tituss Burgess was to bite the hand that feed him and talk negative about Eddie Murphy and said this and that, Andy, you're not going to give Tituss Burgess a film. You're not going to put him on one of your shows. You're not going to make him a star. You're not going to put him in an Academy Award winning movie. You're not going to put him around legends. So why should he dirty, you know, someone's name just so your show can pop off? Watch what's happening live, Andy. Come on. You tried to get a moment out of, you know, Tituss Burgess. You really did. You really tried to get that moment, baby. But at the end of the day, Tituss Burgess and Wendy Williams end up changing numbers, and you know they're gonna be friends. And Wendy Williams is making friends. She's out here making friends, and it is what it is. And now you know Tituss Burgess is not gonna throw his brothers or his sisters under the bus. It is what it is, and especially not for Andy Cohen, because I told you the story about Andy Cohen. One of my friends worked with Andy Cohen behind the scenes, like in the production and the numbers and the ratings and things like that, and she said that Andy Cohen had an air about him. He was nasty, he was sarcastic, he was rude, he was acting like he was the hit star in the room, that everybody had to oblige to him and engage into everything that he was saying and laugh at his jokes and basically entertain him and put him on a pedestal. And that was his behavior, and he was nasty and looking down on people too as well. That's what my friend told me when we was out to dinner at the Jazz restaurant, which I put up here on YouTube, because we end up talking about, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it is what it is. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. I was like, OMG, it's going down. Wendy Williams got her a new friend, Tituss Burgess. And you know, Tituss Burgess has a hard story too as well. You know, him talking about his father, you know, his father disowning him and not wanting to have a part of his life because he is a part of the LGBT community, and he just had to let it go. And so going through that type of difficult situation with his father and his upbringing, I believe if Eddie Murphy treated Tituss Burgess any type of way, he would have said something, but he probably wouldn't have said it to Andy Cohen, because he know that he's a vulture. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So tell me what you think. But of course, Andy was going to ask him that question because he's a part of the LGBT community too as well. Peace. One love.